So just as an update for Kiano, so there was this kind of bunched contract deployments. Well, it's not really bunched, but we changed the way everything works, I guess. So we did this upgrade today on Kiano. And we're also fixing all the storage, the storage layouts by resetting them to 0. So that it is exactly the same as it's going to be on mainnet, so that you don't have to maintain 2 different versions where like we have 5 slots or whatever that are like ignored. So that's, I think, a good step. Well, there were 4.7 or 27 million slots to reset, so it's going to take a bit of time. It's kind of spanning Shadow a bit, but at least we will have kind of feature parity. And then I have a question. Last week, we talked about adding debug logs to system-level transactions to see how much gas they consumed. So basically to be able to benchmark the deposit contracts or the withdrawal contracts. Has there been any progress in that regard?
Yeah, they will probably arrive later today or tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, keep us posted then. So, yeah, I guess as we updated Shadow, we can't really test the previous one. Well, we could, anyways, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, the new deposit contract should be way more efficient, gas efficient at least, during withdrawals. So that's nice. And it should also be way more gas efficient during deposits, actually. So that's good. Regarding Hive tests, has there been any progress?
Yes, we have updated the new withdrawals contract to the Hive logic, and now we will fully focus on adding Erigon to the pipeline, which is the latest missing point to have it that stable. And also Igor started to look at the warm Coinbase error that we got on present guide, and looks like we are missing the contract code on Genesis. So we will sync today to see if we can solve it between both of us. That's all, Philip.
Awesome, thank you. So for mainnet, we have this new, I guess, to do. There's probably things missing, so let me just quickly go through it. So, well, we're going to do a bunch of communications, but that doesn't concern most of you here. Regarding the clients, we have Nimbus ready already, so they have a full release and everything. Techo and Lighthouse have pull requests merged, but no release yet. They should be coming, both of them, I think, for end of this week, though. I'm not exactly sure anymore. And the Lodestar should also be able to do a quick patch release, so it should also be there for end of this week. If not, we can shout at Lion, I guess. So on the execution layer side, have you done the releases?
Yes, Camille mentioned on Telegram group, we released yesterday with the Gnosis Chain configuration, and especially for that. And it's the version 1.19.3.
Perfect, thank you. What about Erigon?
Not yet, so I'll ask the team to make a release soonish.
Okay. All right, after that, we'll have to update the DAppNode and Avado packages. I don't know how it works for Avado, actually, but for DAppNode, it should not be a problem. Well, if anyone has contacts at Avado, that would be appreciated, I guess. Maybe we have some, I'm not sure. I'll ask internally. Regarding the deposit UI, so we have this pull request. Well, it requires some changes because we're depositing GNO now instead of MGNO. But it's the pull request is here and it should be merged, I think, by end of today if everything goes according to plan. And we also want to add a claim button, basically to claim the withdrawals that are, well, not claimed yet. For the explorers, we also have to do a small update. Basically, they should not increase any balances from the withdrawals, be it in GNO or XDAI, but that should not be too complicated. Regarding the deposit contracts, so we have an audit ongoing, so that should be done hopefully by end of next week. At which point we will coordinate around upgrading it at the same time as upgrading the deposit UI so that people can continue depositing, which is not the case on Shadow at this point, which is also why we have to get this merged and published, because, I mean, the deposit UI doesn't work on Shadow at this point. Yeah, so does anyone have anything to add regarding this to-do list? I guess I've skipped all the DevNet and Shadow forks, whatever things, because we talked about it last week. And I mean, presumably everything should be okay in that regard. So yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Giacomo.
Yeah, just one thing regarding the deposit contract. So with Georgios from Gnosis, who is the bridge coordinator, so we are going to work on an actionable plan for the upgrade of the deposit contract, since the owner is the safe governance. And we will also include the bridge pose proposal during the Chapella hard fork. So basically, we are going to upgrade the contract and post the bridges, right? Then Chapella will happen, and after a period of monitoring the chain, we will resume the bridge operations again. So that's the overall plan. Obviously, we will get back to you guys with a very well-detailed one.
Awesome. Can we plan the deposit contract upgrades a bit before the bridge upgrades? Because I mean, it shouldn't change anything regarding the hard fork. And okay.
Yeah.
Because that would be quite helpful.
Right. So we will have on the safe governance. We will have kind of two different proposals. One for the deposit contract as soon as possible, basically, and another one to pause and resume the bridge. Right.
Got it. Yeah, Ruben.
I just wanted to make sure, is the pull request number 48 you just shared on Telegram today, is that version of the contract gonna be the final one?
48. No, that's just the temporary one for Shadow, just to fix the slots, basically. Sorry. Yeah, so it's just basically to be able to call this function, but we don't need to do this on mainnet, so this is not going to be the one, but it's going to be, I guess.
So the 45 is going to be the final one, right?
45, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, it's a bit hard to read you like this, but yeah, the 45 is going to be the final one. And what's this? Yeah, this is just going to be closed. I'm going to close it right now. Yeah, so 45 is the right one. 48 is just temporary, and then we'll upgrade Shadow to the 45 one as well. As soon as we reset all the slots, basically. Any other missing pieces for the to-do list? Okay.
Yeah, so basically, I can reach out to builders and let them know about the
Kind of looks like it's the same.
Yeah.
Well, this MGNO will not exist anymore, so it's going to be, I don't know. Maybe you can just sunset this.
Yeah, I'll let them know. Okay.
Awesome. Well, in this case, let's move on to client updates that are not related to what we discussed about already. Nethermind.
Yeah, not much update from our end. We're just running the DevNets internally, monitoring and measuring how it behaves regarding the new version, etc. And also monitoring DevNet 6. So far it looks good. And yeah, basically that's it. So we're trying to stay focused on like quality this time. And like not interesting things, but we'll keep monitoring, etc. to see how it behaves in general.
Awesome. Erigon?
No updates.
Gateway?
Also no updates.
All right.
I have an update if for Geth.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, happens. Yeah, so I found like until now I had a problem because the reward contract was basically reverting. I took me some time, but I realized that that actually the contract had been upgraded, and I didn't see that. So now I'm calling the right contract, and currently I'm waiting for it to sync to verify that this is it. So as soon as a peer accepts me, I should be able to confirm that that I can replay blocks finally. And otherwise, I mean, no matter what happens, I'm going to do a code cleanup and start pushing stuff because currently everything is checked out on my machine. It's not super great. Yep, that's it.
Don't lose your machine then, please.
Yeah, it happened once. That was really not fun.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the updates. Anyone else? Lion, do we have everything we need?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, in this case, it was a nice short one. Thanks everyone for joining, and see you next week.
See ya.
Thank you. Bye.
See you, bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.
Bye, guys. Have a
Thanks.
very good week.